Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Project RB. If you're a newcomer, this is where Milan fans gather to talk about the AC Milan women's team every Wednesday. So welcome again, and please subscribe, follow me on Twitch, on Twitter, check my workout on Milan Reports. Feel free to comment down here and join the conversation, whether it is in English, Portuguese, Italian, it really doesn't matter. Just let me hear you. If you're a fan of the Rossoneri, hop on. So, on episode 1, we did a geek and fast season review. Took a look at the Rossoneri's number, kind of getting some of you up to speed, especially those who started to follow the Rossoneri now. Today, a different topic, a fun favorite topic. Let's talk about Calciomercato and possible lineups for the next season. First of all, sorry about the delay. Something came up. I really did to delay the transmission. That's okay. First of all, thank you again if you're watching me. We have some problems with the YouTube channel. YouTube has something against us, so this is the third YouTube channel I have to open for this. I hope this one stays up. So let's get started. First of all, I'm no insider, so all the rumors and gossip here will be credited, and all of them are from reliable sources such as Il Calcio Femminili's Luca Bandoni, Luca Marinetti from Milan News 24, Miriam Supa from Milan News, and Cartellino Rosa. If your Italian is as great as my English, you can read them all on Milan Reports duly translated in English afterwards. I know it's a bit early to talk about the transfer window, but there's so much already going on with the team and a lot of rumors, so I figured out why not. And yes, we have another presentation, and Fifi Jane this time is on the cover. Let me put it on. So, okay, let's get started. First of all, bad news and good news in this order. Serie A is still not a professional league, as you can see, but this will change not next season, but the following season, the 2022-2023 season. However, the AC Milan treat the Rossoneri as such, as professional, paying their pensions, then full salary, and a salary within the salary cap. As you can see, as non-professional players, they are around to receive per season uh, something more than 30,000 euros per season, more or less. Giatinti and Vero said this a few times. They are treated by the club as professional players, so this is good for us, and that's why the team is evolving, as you can see. No contracts. Also, there is no contract. They signed something that we can call economic agreement, not exactly a contract, a professional contract, and it can be for more than 2 years, at least from what I know. And beside the money issue, being a non-professional league means the players don't sign contracts, as I say, for multiple years. They have some sort of economic agreement, a document that doesn't have the same legal obligations. Also, there is no mandatory transfer window as we can have in men's soccer, men's football, men's sport. So, for example, the players are not legally bound to the clubs. They can change clubs anytime, any day, any match day. It really doesn't matter without any, and that's the sad part for the club, without any transfer fee involved. So I'll give you some example from players that already left Milan this season, and the club did not receive any money because of it, because they are not professional, they're not considered professional until the 2022-2023 season. So now transfer news. Those are confirmed news, whether by the club, their official profiles, their official social media profiles, or by the player themselves from their social media, on their social from their social profiles, social media profile. I'm sorry, I'm talking slower, so it's an advance. It's a evolution. Vero and Greenshaw extended their stay with Milan for another season. Vero had 19 appearances this season, 14 in Serie A, 4 in the Coppa Italia and 1 in the Supercoppa Italiana. Scored 2 goals, both again against Inter in the Coppa Italia, in the Coppa Italia semi-final, if I'm not mistaken, and gave a total of 5 assists. Greenshaw had 25 appearances, 20 of them in Serie A, 14 as a starter, 4 in the Coppa Italia and 1 in the Supercoppa Italiana. The Scottish scored 4 goals, all of them in Serie A. German midfielder Julia Simic announced her retirement from football the day after the Coppa Italia final. Simic had 8 appearances this season, 4 in Serie A, 3 in the Coppa Italia and 1 in the Supercoppa Italiana. Danish midfielder Caroline Rask has left Milan and officially announced as a new PSV player last week. Rask had 11 appearances this season, 9 in Serie A and 2 in the Coppa Italia, and she gave 2 assists. English striker Natasha Dowie said several times she had signed a 2 year deal with Milan and her intention is to fulfill it. Dowie, aka the Queen, had 28 appearances this season, 20 as a starter in Serie A, all the 6 Coppa Italia matches and the Supercoppa Italiana. She scored 14 goals this season and gave 6 assists. After a good season with Napoli on loan, Icelandic defender Gudni Arnardóttir is set to return to Milan and her stay depends on the transfer market. However, it's safe to say, as she played very well, she would be another important asset next season for Guns. Now, news and gossip. According to Luca Marinetti from Milan News 24, striker Miriam Longo will remain a Rossonera next season after dealing with injuries this season. The number 23 seems to be keen to show her value to the club this for next season. Italy international and former Juventus goalie Laura Giuliani, according to pretty much every reliable source, is on the verge of joining Milan after 4 seasons and 4 Serie A titles in a row for the Bianconeri. There's no word yet of Korenchova leaving or staying, but I assume our goalkeeper roster next season will be Korenchova and Giuliani fighting for a place in the starting 11 and Selena Bab as third choice. With Piazza leaving, I think Piazza will leave Milan. Forward Lindsay Thomas, who just won the Coppa Italia with Roma, congratulations to them, is also another target of Elisabeth Spina and will reportedly join the Rossoneri. Thomas played as a right winger and striker under Bavagnoli last season in Roma. Another news is that Danish forward Stine Larsen, currently at Aston Villa, is another potential addition to AC Milan next season, giving yet more firepower to Maurizio Gan's attack. Larsen is a forward who can also play as a winger and a center forward, a striker. According to Tuto Calcio Feminile, international Portuguese midfielder Fátima Pinto, who played for Sporting last season, is also on her way to Milan. Recently, Luca Bendoni from Il Calcio Femminile did an interview with Edoardo Giardini, the agent of Sara Tamburini, Francesca Vitali, and Claudia Mauri. According to him, Sara might go on loan to get more playing minutes, while the other two, Vitali and Claudia Mauri, are likely to stay put. Seeing how crowded the Milan attack is becoming and how talented Sara is, a loan move would be great for her, and for Milan as well. Andoni also said that Napoli are keen to snatch both fullback Federica Rizza and midfielder Domenica Cionci to reinforce Alessandro Balesi's team. According to Luca Marinetti, Real Madrid, Barcelona and PSG set their eyes on Japanese international Yui Hasegawa and could make a move for her while she is at the Olympic Games in Japan. Also, Luca declared that AC Milan women's senators Giacinti, Fusetti, Linda Tuccieri, and Bergamaschi will be the foundation of this team next season. So, taking every gossip and transfer market rumor into consideration so far, keeping an open mind and trying hard not to jump into conclusions, a few things stand out. 1. After Gazidis greenlight Elisabeth Spina, head of AC Milan department, to reinforce the team, and looking at those names linked to the club, it's fairly safe to say Guns will have a more competitive squad to play all four competitions next season, being Serie A, Coppa Italia, Supercoppa Italiana in that format, that Final Four format, and Champions League. Remember that Fidici decided that the Supercoppa, as I said, will keep that Final Four format. So more games for the Rossoneri to play. And number two, looks like the Gaffer is switching formations for one with three attacking players, or it would make no sense to bring in Thomas and Larsen. Doesn't mean he will definitely make the change, but those players give him tactical options during the games for the substitutions. I mean, when things get tough or the team is not doing very well as playing with a 3-5-2 formation, Guns can make changes and important changes and use tactical intelligence. We know he have to change things and change the way Milan is playing, and it's important for us for for us to see him doing this during the games. Okay, now let's back up. We've seen Guns play with 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 3-5-2, and 3-4-1-2 so far since his arrival. Last season, this was the Milan standard starting 11 in a 3-5-2 formation with Korenchova, Fusetti, Agar, Vitali, Linda Tuccieri, Yui Azegawa, Gianni Vero, Bergamaschi up front, Giacinti, and Natasha Dow. Considering the players we have now and those who are potentially arriving, those could be options for Guns if he is to keep the back three and taking into consideration some of our best players. So in the next slide, we are gonna see some possible formation, possible starting lineups for next season, starting with the keeping the 3-5-2 with Korenchova or Giuliani. Back three remain the same because they are the best center backs we have. And changes up front, switching Dowie, Larsen, or Thomas alongside Giacinti. This is a 3-5-2. Have now a change for a 3-4-3. I really do like this system because I like a three attacking players up front. So back three the same. Goalie you have to the hard choice between Quarenchov and Giuliani, Tuccieri, Gianni and Vero. Vero rejected a little away from the not that much up front, playing as a mezzala as she played this season. Giacinti as a left winger. She played like that in the 20, 2018-2019 season. Dowie as the striker, and Larsen or Thomas as right winger. I as I say, I do like this. I don't like the back three. I never liked the back three, but this is a possible formation and give us some attacking options and taking into consideration Larsen or Thomas arriving. 4-3-3, back to back four line of defense. This is my favorite scenario. You can see Linda, Fusetti, Agard, and Bergamaschi as right fullback. Azegawa, Gianni, and Vero in the Trivoti. Giachin once again as a left winger. Natasha Dowie and Larsen Thomas. I think this is not the best, but a good option, and I hope he gonna make this change and go back to the back four defensive line, a 4-4-2 with a diamond in the midfield, much less, much like the formations we saw in the beginning of the last season against until the first defeat uh, against Juventus with Greenshaw, Chonch, or Mauri alongside Yui and Gianni in midfield, Veronica Vero as a trequartista, and the dynamic duo up front. 4-2-3-1, much like Pioli's system the last two seasons. Gianni, Chonch, or Mauri uh, in front of the defenders. Yui in the left side of the field as she played much better. Veronica Boquete as a trequartista. Now you can ask me why Greenshaw in the right side, because I think Greenshaw is not exactly a mezzala, not exactly a trequartista. I think she can excel when you put her in a position where she can run, and she had not don't have that defensive obligation as a central midfielder has. And of course, uh, Valentina Giacinti up front. So this is, I think those are the best options we have next season. Of course, we must trust the coach and his choices. After all, he is with the players every day and knows a bunch of things we don't know. If it is up to me, the next slide will be our starting 11 from day one next season on Serie A and Champions League. My starting 11, if stays, right? So you have Giuliani, who has a little more experience than Korenchova on those European nights, with both Laura, Agard, and Fusetti as central defenders, Tuccieri Chimini as left back, and the skilled Vitali as right fullback. Then you're probably wondering why her and not Bergamaschi, for example. The answer is quite simple. She can also play as a center back. And with her in the field, Milan can switch from a back four to a back three, or back three to a back four, without having to use the bench, and Gans would be a little more happy because we know he really, really don't like that much to use the bench. Not a critic, just fact. Then Johnny and Chonch as defensive midfielders. This is the obvious choice for me because Jane Rafiloe Jane is an amazing player, and Chonch has a particularly interesting set of skills that could help the team on a quick defense attack transition. And behind the sole striker, we could have Giacinti on the left, attacking the spaces with her speed, Vero as our trequartista, and Thomas on the right. Up front, Dowie, always Dowie, aka the Queen, my favorite player, because she has the physicality to protect the ball and open spaces for her teammates, and she's an outstanding fox in the box. Yes, I don't know if you have seen, but Milan made a poll for who scored the best goal this season, and came to my attention that a goal from Bergamaschi shows much more how this could play with Natasha came leaving the area, doing a 1-2 with Giatinti on the left, and then Bergamaschi overlapping them, entering the penalty area and scoring a very beautiful goal, much like the men's team do with Zlatan and Ante Rebic. Similar situation. Again, yes, Bergamaschi, Pinto if she arrives, and Yui if she stays on the bench at first, because we know squad rotation is important. We must do that. There will be four competitions. There will be more than 40 games next season. So it's important that we have options. It's important that we have good options on the bench and good options on the field, in the field. And Gans uses those options wisely. So, do you disagree? Do you have a better lineup? Any thoughts? Anything would you do differently than me? That's just great. Just leave your comment down below or tag me on Twitter and let's talk about Milan Femminile. Those are my contacts. Hope you all really enjoyed the presentation because I do enjoy them. I do like them. I do think this is a way of us talking with more information than me just talking numbers. And I really wish that someday, at some point, we have some chat, we have some comments. This would be important for us, for this channel to enlarge, to get bigger, to spread the message, to spread the word, so we have more people talking about the Milan Femminile. Much more, 25 minutes. Okay, let's go close the presentation. For now, while we don't have that much public participation, that much comment, I will limit the presentation time for half an hour, 25 minutes for all, because I think this kind of boring, just me talking and you're not interacting with me. Please subscribe. Please come on. Tell your friends. We have a new space to talk about Milan Femminile. I know my English is not the best, but I'll try to improve. I'll try to talk to you. Tag me on Twitter at RDR Moraes and read my word on Milan reports. This would be awesome. So, Raga, this is it. Again, I would like to thank you all. If you're watching it live or if you're watching it afterward, it really doesn't matter. This is for you who want to play to follow, sorry, who want to follow the Rossoneri. Before leave before leaving, please like this video, subscribe on this channel. I hope this is the official and the ones that will stay. Leave a comment, a compliment, a complaint, really anything. We can take it. I want to talk with you, fan of Milan, a Milanista like me. I want to talk with you about the Milan Femminile. So please, see you next week for more, and always, always Forza Milan. Bye.